13-5 result that could well show up as a bit of a momentum opportunity for the Mongols. However, game plan's non-existent on Ancient. In a pick of Eternal Fire, you expect them to have an approach that would work for them, but can the Mongols outplay it? Pistol round already live with Calyx drawing out first blood. 9-10 has fallen first. You got Blitz trying to combine alongside Mazzino to pick apart the rest of the Eternal Fire players. They are just getting absolutely roasted at this juncture, and the pistol will be taken by the CT side. Well, the AKs will provide the first opportunity to do so. XANTARES peeking ahead of that smoke, not quite spotting Mazzino, although Mazzino gives his position up at the edge of the corner. Flashed off position, but a smoke comes into the T side, actually protecting XANTARES, and Mazzino will get the kill through the smoke anyway.
XANTARES, the aggressive rifler, is 0 and 4 right now. Mazzino looking for 2, and he'll get it against Calyx. Probably should have got traded there with the jump up on the box towards Short.
The inaccuracy stabled up just in time, though. Calyx, by all accounts, should have timed that peak well enough, but still went down. 5-on-3 situation.
And is this where we start to say that playing in the quarterfinals rather than straight to the semis was a blessing in disguise?
Momentum fitting with the Mongolian camp. Eternal Fire running into the riot that is the CT side. Now just not letting them breathe, let alone find frags or find impact right now in these rounds here. The rifles being picked apart piece by piece. They've got themselves a little bit of map control, but Mazzino is just shutting down the frags. Wicadia next to drop. Triple in for the defender. Maja needs to try hold some presence of a clutch, and indeed he does find his contact.
Imagine needs more though, because they can't even think about focusing on the bomb plant. CT's coming through from spawn quickly, and now it's a 2v2. This is very workable.
Yeah, woxic's all pick catching 9-10. Maja has the bomb on his back, but he's such low HP, and they've still got presence to try and deny this plant. He's going to try and sneak in for the kill itself. And Techno, just caught by woxic. Maja now has to make his way up. The AK on short position. woxic swings for a stellar shot. Eternal Fire actually might just get bracketed in by this 5-7, so the entire defensive force will sit on this A-bomb site.
And 9-10's got players around him. The double AWP's getting involved, and Techno 4K is actually holding a bit of an off angle in which he's waiting for first contact at bottom ramp.
Flash turned from Techno, peeks into woxic. 3-on-3 grabbed by the AWP. He bailed them out in the last round. Can you do the same here? Senzu, he's set with his AWP. 9-10 with one of his own. The double AWP setups on the defensive line. XANTARES taken. woxic takes Senzu back, and 9-10's been pushed away. Blitz might have to act, but both players are low HP. And in fact, woxic gets Blitz as he turns back around towards Longhouse. 9-10's out of there. He's saving his gun.
They've done it again. This is 2 rounds in a row now for Mongolz, where the overpeaks have hurt them. On T-side, they've got a lot of players outside of Longs, and XANTARES setting up some mid-nades, and that's when he can be a bit more solo and start working these individual aggressive maneuvers.
Good pickup from 9-10. XANTARES has dropped once again, desperate to find these entries, but only 3 picks deep so far in this game. 9-10 got distracted by the likes of Calyx. Wicadia is going to get traded back by Blitz at the end, and Calyx will be able to step up and try and take back the man advantage, but he's such low HP. Maja moving in from short. woxic trying to provide that bomb towards Calyx. The CT wraparounds are coming in from Techno and Senzu.
Blitz just caught on the reload. Calyx knows that's an easy kill. Now Senzu is anticipating the short player, but hasn't spotted him just yet.
Bombs on site, looks to get planted. No denial here from the Mongols, but Senzu just pressing, catches woxic completely off guard. Now Calyx is pressured. 8 points of health to win these fights. The HG is going to take him, and I don't think the bomb's gone down for Maja either. On short, takes that headshot. Where's the last man? Thinks he might be somewhere close towards the bomb. I think he might have just spotted him right there. Indeed he has. Maja forced into the open to fight, and Senzu adjusts the spray to his... Up on 9-10, set and ready. Good shot. Calyx has been dropped. Wicadia tries to give chase. 9-10's right around that corner, though, and he gets a stunning flick as well. XANTARES trades back a secondary pick for his own name. The AWP of woxic holds back in the tunnels to keep Senzu at bay. He'll fall back, and backstabs are also closing in. I think he saw Maja, though, and Maja's caught napping again. Advantage for the Mongols on the retake.
That's a beautiful check for Senzu, because there's not an easy fight on low HP. Now into the upper tunnels for Blitz. They've got to try and see if they can work together.
woxic's got to be wary about this as well. He's checking. Senzu catches him instead, and now XANTARES with a 1 versus 3. He's caught that first kill. They're going to peek together. Blitz was just barely seen. Senzu looking to act out. The headshot not secured. Smokes to cross, Molotovs to clear up backline, and 9-10 is just so lightning fast. I'm not even surprised anymore. XANTARES is down.
Oh, I am. That's a cracking shot. That's really well done from 9-10. Now, there is a late lurk from Calyx in from mid. The issue is Eternal Fire are just up against so much counter utility that they can't get the bomb down yet.
So many players tagged on the server as well. woxic and Wicadia down to 50 and 29, and Techno and 9-10 are the two concerning ones. Those could be some very easy trades. And woxic will now join the tagged up list.
Here's another.
Major, 41 points of health. Oh, that nade from Blitz has caught both players center of the bomb site. Eternal Fire down to a 2 versus 5. They fought themselves out of this position before, but not with these circumstances. The backstab coming in from short, though. Calyx could make the play of the moment. He can't get the second kill, though. The AWP of woxic is all that's left. He's expecting players to come in from cross. They're up to the bomb site, though. Senzu's picked up. 9-10 playing Overwatch, but woxic's hit another. The pistol's pulled. The defuse is held. 9-10 is going to win this on the timer alone. And woxic's just far too late. You just got to feel so bad for woxic. Completely turned his game around from map 1. Most impactful player right now for Eternal Fire, and they're just not converting off of it.
And what did I say? Late round situations. That's where Eternal Fire is struggling.
Wicadia already dropped to the hands of the Mongolz. Calyx trying to make an early entry happen out towards shore. Mazzino holds his nerve. Techno from the range will take Major. Bursts through on the next man. XANTARES can at least respond towards it. Mazzino now just backed up towards the CT spawn. Senzu's AWP revealed. Plant can be secure, but it's another 2vx for Eternal Fire.
And they've planted for long, but woxic isn't long. This is one of the first times that this has actually happened.
Going to try and lean into that cross position, though. Senzu just barely out of vision, and 9-10 completely is. AWP catching. Senzu goes down. Secondary pick for Mazzino, and the AWP coming in from long. Once again, 9-10 another clutch. XANTARES this time on short, and the bomb not planted for him again. Incendiary try to block off. Diffuse can get held. Will XANTARES push? Yes, he's got the HP to do so. 9-10's just won the round again. It looks like no, XANTARES has found a gap.
Oh, he's
no!
done it!
It's ahead too late again for Eternal Fire. 5 to the good on the Mongolz lead. Eternal Fire running out of chances, and again an opening frag against XANTARES has put him down. Calyx another responsive. The early portions of these rounds are working the exact same way for Eternal Fire, but they're not coming out on top. Senzu finding Major. woxic gets one back, but it's still another 2 versus 3 for EF, and the bomb is now going to get seen by the Mongol side. woxic's desperate to find a responsive, but that leg shot will not take Senzu down. Senzu's M4 now leaves Wicadia in a 1 versus 3. The Mongolz have made it 9-3 at the turn of the half. Would have hoped that would have compounded into a very significant position instead. Eternal Fire fighting for survival on DUST2. Calyx and XANTARES, however, showing a lot more life in the pistol. 9-10, however, stellar as ever, takes a trade back. He won't last against woxic, who takes both him and Blitz down. So survival is achieved by the Turks. Slow to the uptake.
And 9-10 is just walking for that first contact to try and allow the scout to get the body shot for then the Deagles to try and trade. XANTARES with the info play catches a perfect timing in which he can get the first and back off to safety.
Bomb dropped and all, so aware of its mid-presence. Now they can realize the action was to try and rotate through the box. Senzu is going to take woxic down, though. Plant will be secured. XANTARES can hear it, but he can't deny it. He's going to wait for his teammates to rotate back in and go for the retake.
And not a lot of space here for the Mongolz. They've been able to take short, but they need to fight against both CT and for long.
A prime opportunity there for XANTARES to get the kill, but in the end he doesn't. 9-10 hits a decent shot. Techno turns up his Tech 9 against one player. XANTARES will drop to a tap as well. And now the Mongols are on the verge of stealing this one. Eternal Fire on the brink of demise as they face further. Look at the Deagle down towards CT. Major is going to catch Senzu as Mazzino starts giving chase towards Wicadia. He's the last man left. A single pick in this game. He won't improve. Wonderful stuff from the Mongolian camp. Eternal Fire. Expectations set so high since Copenhagen. Major, good shot for Senzu, but it's not going to go any further. And with that, the A site's cleaned up. The expectations set so high in Copenhagen, but the lands they've attended, the Compass event to end the last season, the last event of the season for Eternal Fire for them, and it just didn't quite come up to fruition. Expected more things out of them there, expected significant things out of them for this one. One of our tournament front runners, and it's, you know, it's going out to the Mongolz, yes, but can They hold their nerve. Apparently they might be able to do so in this round. The retake is coming up real quick. Blitz's flank is now all that's left. A 1 versus 2. woxic, I think he heard those footsteps though. Scout turned towards short. Wicadia making his way up towards the bomb site. They'll tap that bomb once. Molotov got to come through. No kits on them either, so they're going to have to get off of this. woxic's going to burn. Doesn't know exactly where to go. Trying to pick up that smoke and put it down. He just do so in the end. Blitz frags against Wicadia, but he's got so much time to face his way around the corner. woxic about to get caught, and there it is. 12-4 match point. Semi-final point for the Mongolz. But the finishing element, the final touches, the killing blow, if you will, just not applied. Even woxic taken down off the start that the scout of Calyx had gained. And Mizina following up on an aggressive play from Maja here in this round. As soon as Eternal Fire gets something, Mongolz snatch it out of their hands like they'll snatch this game, and they'll snatch that grand final spot as well. A 2 versus 4 for Calyx and Wicadia to become heroes of Turkey. And it feels to me that is a task too tall for any two men, let alone these two. Wicadia will take Senzu back, at least isolate one of these frags. But there's Techno jumping AK and everything. Calyx, stellar shots on this scout, stellar stuff in this round. But a 1 versus 2 again to hold Eternal Fire.
Now let's see if the birthday boy can work some magic. This 1v2 though is going to be extremely difficult.
Or set and ready, Blitz don't miss.